Something that people are talking about a lot. Obviously, there's tons of hype around AI and data cloud, and it's everywhere when you go to any Salesforce event.
Yeah.
What's your view on what's being produced out there? Are there particular exciting use cases that you've seen, heard about, thought about, and maybe the flip side to that question is any real concerns?
Especially around data cloud AI, it's going to be a big thing. Is really kind of going right. What is that specific use case that can benefit the organization? Do it at a small scale, so you're not ingesting loads of data. It's just doing a specific use case to get that activation out to help that specific team, right, within the organization. So you can prove it out. You've actually then done an end-to-end kind of implementation, I suppose, of data cloud at a small scale. You then know what the cost implications are at that small scale. You know what the activation, what the ROI you got from it, because that is the critical thing, because it's a consumption-based model.
Whilst there are so many people who have accounts on ChatGPT, number of people who actually use it regularly or even daily is actually very, very small.
Yeah.
From the technology perspective, we're still figuring stuff out. I've only seen a couple of applications and tools which I think might have created a complete AI business solution. And this is usually for very narrow, very specific use cases. I think we're still some time away from seeing companies and businesses adopt AI very broadly.
Once you have the use case that can solve a business problem, suddenly you can actually see value in data cloud. So I think my first bit of advice would always be, what's your business problem that you're trying to solve? That's not just from a system standpoint, it's from a business process standpoint.
I think if we were to time travel ourselves forward 5 years and look back, I think the next 5 years will be a profound shift for the Salesforce ecosystem as this technology comes through. I actually want tools like Data Cloud to absolutely assist us in making sure that we send relevant information to clients and prospects. It will move to a much more conversational, you could see effectively the traditional UI just disappearing. Because why do I need to type into a form when I can basically just have a conversation with the system to go, create me an opportunity. I think it's going to close on the 28th of October. Value is going to be 100,000. Why can't it just create me an opportunity?
And it will involve this basket of products.
And involve this basket of products. Why don't I just explain that?
I think the excitement for me is the possibility, right? There's been a huge amount of hype in the last 18 months. I think that's calmed down a little bit now, but we're starting to see real world applications and real, we're scratching the surface of possibility with AI. So that's super exciting, both in the Salesforce realm and outside. The concern, I think, is security. Right. We already are concerned about giving up our data, right, unless we get some form of reward, or giving up our data at all. And anyone says AI, the immediate concern is security. It's fantastic to see Salesforce putting security at the forefront. So I'm excited to see where it goes.
There is a lot of hype, but I think it will be a game changer. I think for the first time I felt like Salesforce is being innovative again. It's there, especially even with Einstein, with Data Cloud together, coupling this together again. I think that's really where the power is going to be, because now that you have a gigantic data set that you can now make intelligent decisions from for the business. When you're getting the data back, you're getting the analysis back. Are they showing you something that you should not see? Giving you wrong information? What if it's something about maybe a healthcare choice that someone should be making, and that's gonna maybe a health insurance option, maybe it's something else, then now you're talking about life or death situations that these hallucinations are causing. So I think there's a lot of negative impact that AI can give us, but I think it's a lot of positive as well. You just need to be careful and understand where you're going and how you're using that data and what the provider is doing with that data.
It's like a co-pilot. It's like having an intern with you. Yeah. It's not an expert like you are. It's not going to know all the things you know. It's not there, but actually it can be a big time saver on all those tedious tasks you were doing before, such as asking what are all my unused fields across all my objects. Okay, now remove the managed packages from that in a conversational way, as you would have an intern say, yeah, that's great, but could you just now do this? don't expect to put one question in and get one answer out.
You see a lot of people that think it's, going to be magic and you're not going to need a developer or an architect or an admin anymore, and that, this AI is going to do it all. And that's not the case. Somebody's still going to monitor and get eyes on this stuff, making sure the context is there of why we're doing it this way. That's always going to be needed.